What's up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back to Strictly Blizzness, episode 149, presented by Edge VR Arcade and Creative Edge Productions. Welcome back, Kathy. This time it is welcome back, not like 148, where I welcomed you back from nowhere.
I always feel like I'm somewhere.
That's accurate. You probably are.
Sometimes. Sometimes I'm in a whole nother realm.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of House of Dragon, so.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
It's been crazy. Those people are treacherous. Anyway. I
were on multiple trips to the same place.
Since the last time we met, I went to the same place twice. I came home for 3 days in between and then went back. So I'm a little exhausted. I'm not sick of it, though. I'm not sick of Disney yet.
I don't know if that's possible.
I am a Disney adult. I know this. I am. So I go back in November, which is only a few weeks away.
Actually, you're right.
Yes.
Yes.
But anyway, we have lots to talk about.
Yeah.
Even though there's not a lot going on the field, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. I know we're starting to talk about players. We're going to be posting players that we've signed, players that are coming back, positions that are important to us. We've lost players that I'm sure some of you have already seen come up. If you're watching the transactions, then you know who we've signed and who has signed with other people. Not everybody knows how to look at the transactions, but they're all on the IFL website. So go to goifl.com and you'll see the transactions.
Yep.
As they happen. But what do you want to talk about from a Blizzard Nation standpoint?
Should start seeing flex and season ticket stuff soon. Ace Hardware, Ace Hardware is back. So the flex plan deal that a lot of you purchased last year will be back, which is great. And you'll see some amazing acting work by Kathy and I for that commercial. That was one of my favorite things. That's fast math, Kathy.
Are we going to redo it, or are we going to use the same one?
I want to use the same one. They just got to change 2024 with AI.
We could go back to look at what we used to do.
Yeah.
And come up with new math.
Yeah. I think we can address something that you commented on the YouTube feed, though. We can share. I'll send Sean the current jersey, not the youth jersey, because I saw you comment on that. And then we got asked about the field green, which I can unpack a little bit because it's really hard to explain without showing it. If you go look, actually, this is the easiest way to figure it out. If you go look at the San Diego Strike Force field on the feed anywhere, it's the darker green that they have. It alternates light green and dark green in San Diego. It's the darker green. There's basically 3 greens for the person that asked that question that you can get through next field. One is olive, which nobody uses besides lacrosse teams, they told me. A light green and then a dark green. So again, the San Diego Strike Force field alternates light and dark green. If you look at the dark green on their feed, that's the green that our whole field will be except the end zones.
Right.
So, yep.
Right. Yeah, and we talked about potentially alternating, and then we decided to stick with the dark green, and I'm glad we did because the dark green is what shows through in Bruiser.
Yeah. Yep.
To give us that green in the logo, and if we would have had the alternating, that would have looked funky.
Yeah, you would have ended up with 2 of the same color at center field to encompass our shield logo, if that makes sense. That's really hard to explain, but yeah.
It would have been kind of uck.
Yep.
Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about the uniforms, because we have a picture up now while we're talking about it, I'm sure.
Way to go, Sean.
We decided to, and somebody made a comment that we should embrace our brand, and I 100% agree with you. Thank you, fan. You know who you are. As I gulp in air. Anyway, the icicles that we have, we are incorporating into the player uniform, and we talked about this uniform being a little bit different. I am hoping to get a sample, which we'll bring on the show and show you. But basically, the white jerseys will have the green icicles up top, and then the green jerseys will have the white icicles kind of coming down. So it'll look like they have frost caps, I guess, on their shoulders. So, yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited to see them. I think it adds to our brand. That way you'll know it's not a Jets jersey when you go to get it auctioned off.
Yeah.
It's an actual Blizzard jersey.
Yeah.
So, and I guess there are people that could say it's gimmicky or what have you, but I don't think so. In our league, it's about our brand. It's about building our brand, staying true to our brand. And I think you'll see this year more than ever, especially with the Adidas deal and the sidelines having to be uniform, meaning that even players that are not dressed to play have to be in something that's consistent with the brand and Adidas. That you'll see more continuity on the sidelines than you have in the past, because guys could come in street clothes and wear whatever the heck they wanted, have whatever hat on they wanted, and that just won't be the case anymore.
I do that in regards to whatever hat I want to wear.
You do.
We don't really have game day attire besides
We don't.
our power team.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We just worry about showing up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get everybody that, show the uniforms. We have the merch. We've talked about our name is the Blizzard. We did that last time.
Yes.
Just re-emphasizing that again. What else do you have internal? Do we want to show another ball, or do we want to leave it for another episode?
I don't know. That's up to you. We didn't really talk about this beforehand. As you can notice, the we have a lot of really cool stuff going on at theme night land, all of which is almost ready. So that's really up to you if you want to.
No, let's wait. Let's wait.
Okay.
Let's wait one more episode, because then we'll be able to do that, then announce Black Friday, and we'll be good.
Yes.
Because that'll be here before you know it.
Yep. So by the time you watch this, even what we talk about on this episode, schedule's coming soon. But if you follow the IFL on social media, you will know that.
Yeah, we have a lot of big announcements in IFL world this week. Schedule should be out on Thursday, so look for it this weekend for sure. But I do want to talk about some stuff that happened in the IFL since we last recorded. We had 2 teams go dormant, and one of them was Frisco, the Frisco Fighters. And I just want to talk about dormancy a little bit. The other team was Duke City out in New Mexico, and they both have 2 different stories as to why. And I just want to touch on what dormancy is. It does not mean folding. So a lot of people think, oh, they're out, they're done. No, they're still paying a dues to be able to participate in things, be part of the league. They just won't be playing on the field. So we know that Bismarck is still in a state of dormancy, and they've been approved for another year. The idea with Bismarck is that they're trying to find ownership in that Fargo area. With the Frisco Fighters, the Germains, as most of you should know, are the ones that finance our business department. So they already have a huge chunk of change that they do for the league, that they're hoping to recoup some of those dollars through different sponsorships and things of that nature. So they're already in a big way towards the league. And Frisco is not their hometown. When they were going to have their team, and who was it? In Columbus.
Oh, the Wild Dogs.
Yeah. When they were going to bring in the Wild Dogs, we convinced them to bring in Frisco, which then led them not to do the Wild Dogs because they didn't want to have 2 teams going at the same time, being new to the league. They decided to stick with Frisco, which was fine. There's some issues in Columbus that they're dealing with their arena, that they haven't brought that to fruition yet. That is the ultimate goal for them, though, is to have a team in Columbus, and we'd love that because that'd be another team in our conference.
Yeah.
But in Frisco, being away from home, they had good management, things of that nature. They had a great team. They've had some great coaches come through there, but they had hoped to have a different owner take it in Texas, and it just didn't come to fruition fast enough for this season. So we hope to have them back in 26. I don't know that they'll be in Frisco. They may not. They may be close. It all depends on what kind of ownership they can find for the Germains to sell that team to. The other one is a little more, and this one hits close to home because Gina's a friend of mine. Gina is the owner in Duke Cities, and she has had a horrible year And I'm not talking on the field. As a business owner, and you only know this if you own a business, your entire life revolves around your businesses. And Gina is also in real estate. She lost 2 of her children in 2024, grown women that 2 of her daughters. And that was just I don't know how you come back from that. But she did, and she was stellar about it. And now her husband is very ill. So she needs to take some time to just regroup. And, we wish her the best of luck. She is a very, she has a lot of tenacity. So I don't see her disappearing softly into the moonlight. I mean, she will be back. Hopefully it will be in 26, but we will see what Duke City comes up with. She's still going to have that brand going strong. She has a lot of players that live in that area, so they will definitely still be doing things in their community. I know it was a blow to her fan base that they wouldn't be playing, but again, they will be very involved in the community. So we're very happy and wish both of those teams the best of luck. As far as Frisco is concerned, you all figured that out really quick because you saw all of those players becoming available. If you were watching, again, the IFL website for who could sign whom. So all of a sudden, all the Frisco players were available. So that's what I have on dormancy. It does not mean that a team is folding. It means they are paying a type of dues, and they probably have something going on behind the scenes that can't always be shared. And that's all I can really tell you. So, yeah.
Got it.
And we hope the schedule will be out on Thursday. Yeah. I've lived that world, so I know what that's like. So.
Yeah, and I would in all those teams, and us included, and this is not a plea for attendance or sponsor, but go out and support those things, or the gamblers or the T-Rats. It's not easy for everybody that has opinion on why don't you just do this. It's not. In player housing and visiting team hotels, that landscape is shifting, and it's just things are getting more expensive. So I feel for those teams, I have to live that world. Because I'm fortunate to work for you and Larry. We've done some really cool things here, but it's taken 10 years to do some really cool things.
Yeah.
And thanks to a lot of you who have, whether you watch this and you sponsor or partner, or you come to games, or you're a flex plan holder, those things that are in your community that may not be there at some point, don't take for granted. I just got off my soapbox there, and that's not a come to the Blizzard, we're folding. It is just support those things that are local. It's and Edge VR, right where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
There are some great things in your community that cost very little dollars to go support.
You have to open up your eyes, people. Yep. And, along those same lines, it's usually the people on the forum and other trolls that are out there posting stuff about what the league should do, shouldn't do. They probably don't even go to games. You know what I mean? They're the ones that are watching them on YouTube. They're not forking out any dollars whatsoever, but they think they know everything, and those people frustrate me. And I know there's people that do come to our games and still frustrate me, but
I'm one of them.
in the end, no, you're not one of them. In the end, it's about supporting your team. So if you have a team that you really like, and we have fans from other teams that watch this show, support your team. Go buy some merch. Go to a couple of games. Get season tickets. Come on now. It's 8 games that you're buying season tickets for. You can, in our world, you don't have to come to all 8. You could just come to one and use all your flex
plans.
Your flex tickets at one game.
Yeah.
Or you're a season ticket holder and you just make sure somebody's sitting in your seats for all the games.
And bring somebody else, right? Because you usually have someone in your circle that what the heck is indoor football? So, yeah.
Yeah, and if you think about it, people, that's why these other leagues fold. That's why the NAL, the CIF, the AFL, if you don't have people in the seats paying for them to be able to do what they need to do, they need that revenue in order to pay to be on TV, in order to pay the arena. So they need you guys as fans to be present and in their arenas. We can't all have deals with, the NFL Network and Fox News, or Fox News. Why would we be on Fox News? Fox Sports.
I like it.
There's been a lot of Fox News being played,
a lot,
as well as other news, and I just
It's that time of year.
I can't wait
that
till
time of year invades our world on Wednesday.
Yes.
I have told my staff we are closing the building. Do not go to the Blizzard office on Wednesday. If you're in Wisconsin and not tracking, Trump is at the rush, so we are closing the office.
We will not
Wednesday.
be down there.
Yep.
No,
because they will probably close Armed Forces Drive. That's the reality.
Oh,
so, yep.
Absolutely, they will.
But on top of new manufacturing associating Sting is at the expo. So when Harris was here, it was Alabama and the Harris rally at the same time. Now it's Trump and the manufacturing expo at the same time. So if you have no reason to be at either of those events, do not go near the Rush area. So
just stay clear.
Yep.
Just stay clear. Anyway.
Sorry. That was not a rant. That was just
no, that was
do
just
not expect to drive anywhere near the stadium.
Yeah. No, thank you. Anyway, what was I even talking about? I was talking about supporting your teams.
Yeah.
So please support your teams. There's a lot in the IFL world that has been very stable over the years. If you look at us as a body of work, we are a very stable league. We will continue to be stable regardless of who goes dormant, regardless of what happens. Once the schedule comes out, we all get very excited about who we're going to play, what it's going to look like. And we have exciting news. There's new stuff going on with our championship game. Our contract in Vegas is up, and we're discussing what that looks like. Is it going to go back to whoever has the number one seed? Is it going to be a location? That's all for the Germains to decide. They are the ones that, again, have the business department. They have total control of that. If they can find a sponsor for something, that's where we're going. So anyway.
I live that world.
Yeah. I mean, it's true, though. I mean,
Right.
if you have somebody that's willing to, it's just with anything. If someone is going to support the cause, you're going to steer in that direction.
For sure.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think on one of these episodes, because we have a pretty good list of new partners, we'll probably unpack them for you, Blizzard Nation, because you should frequent their business if you're in the area here, and we'll try and do social media posts and welcome all the new ones to the family. But there's some really cool new ones, and I'm refreshed, renewed, whatever it is, excited to share some of the theme night stuff, because there is a handful of new ones and some twists to some old ones in some really exciting ways. So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we can unpack all of that, whether we do it per theme night or just a separate episode around who those partners are. We absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to talk Disney?
We can talk Disney. Yeah.
So I went to Disney,
Yes.
in case you haven't picked up on that. I did 2 trips in the last 2 weeks. The first one was with Kate, our youngest. Celebrating her 21st birthday, so we got some cool pictures to show you.
Pause. Happy birthday, Kate. I said that in a different episode. Happy birthday, Kathy.
Oh, yes.
Comment and say happy birthday to Kathy as well.
Well, that's the second trip.
I know, but like when this episode in our Twilight timelines we live in here, it was also your birthday recently.
It was. Yes, Saturday.
Happy birthday, Wing Woman.
Saturday was my birthday.
All right, back to the trip.
So the first trip was for Caitlin. My sister and I dressed up as some Oompa Loompas, which you'll see in these photos, which so many people stopped us to take pictures with us. Some kids were afraid of us because they thought we were going to steal them. It was fabulous. We had parents saying, "Can you talk to my kid?" And it was just great. We got shout outs from various cast members that gave us badges for, best costume, best duo. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
That's cool.
It. And then this past weekend, I had given, in July, I had given Bryce and Haley, 2 of our grandkids, a trip to Disney. So we decided to go in October when they had off of school on Thursday and Friday. So the 3 of us went down to Disney for our birthdays. So to celebrate their birthdays, which were back in July, and then mine, which was on Saturday. And then Kate decided to surprise us.
Oh, wow.
So
cool.
Kate popped down because we were going to Universal, so she didn't want to miss out on that. So we got some great pics to share there. Bryce and Haley thought they were roller coaster people till they went on Velocicoaster.
Now, what are you talking about? That thing rides like a.
Oh, it's a dream.
I don't even. It does. It's like you're in a car. I don't. Even if you don't hate, like if you
but
hate
you're
roller
never
coasters,
in your seat. You're never in your seat. You
Don't get me
are
wrong,
like
it is crazy fast and aggressive, but it literally is the smoothest roller coaster
It
I've
is
ever ridden
beautiful.
on. It's crazy.
It was beautiful, but we had determined that Bryce was not a fan of the upside down thing. And that you're in a corkscrew,
Yeah.
you're out of your seat most of the time. But they had a great time, and it was great spending time with them. And I think Bryce watches this show sometimes, so shout out to you. It was a fabulous time to have you and Haley there for my birthday, and it was great spending time with you. So those were my 2 trips.
Cool. I didn't take any trips. I don't know why you're looking over
No,
here. Yeah.
What else are we going to talk about?
I don't know.
I do have a rage, though.
Uh-oh.
I do.
It's probably airplane related.
Oh, my.
Was
Yes.
it? Nailed it.
I wish I had one here to illustrate
An
in
airplane?
the microphone. No,
Oh.
my rage.
Sean, can you fit an airplane in here?
So, yeah, no. So we're getting ready to fly back to Green Bay on the first trip. It's just Helen and I. And I swear to God, these 2 people sit down and they're from Green Bay. And I've seen them before. I don't know where, but when I see them again, they're now going to be the potato chip people. So they sit down, and you know what I'm like in a movie? Like, if you're going to open a bag of something, just freaking open it. Don't sit there, and every time you take one chip out, you have to hear the entire bag rustling.
Yeah.
I swear. So the wife sits down, she brings the husband something to eat, then she leaves again, and he's trying to open this bag of chips. And at first I'm kind of laughing because I'm thinking it's going to be the classic where he finally gets it and the chips are everywhere, but he can't get it. He just cannot get it, and you're just hearing the bag over and over and over, and I'm looking at him with my death rays like, seriously? I have my headphones in and I can still hear your bag of chips. So then she sits down, she opens his bag of chips, and then lo and behold, gets her own bag of chips out.
Solid. Yep. That's how you do it.
But that wasn't it, Brian.
But wait, there's more.
They were the loudest chip eaters I have ever experienced. So between the bag rustling and the chip chewing, it was just, I couldn't wait to get on the plane.
Solid.
And then
I like it.
No, where do they sit?
Right next to you or
Right
behind you.
behind us. And they're not done with their freaking chips. So I had to, it was just terrible. It was terrible. Anyway, so that's my rage for today.
It's good. The 2-week pace lets you get your rages in here, right? Maybe we need to stay at bi-weekly. It's good. It's therapeutic for you.
I'm telling you, it just brought back a lot of memories. Reliving that right now. Anyway, Helen was just looking at me like, Mom.
Nice.
Anyway, so we have a movie that we need to see.
Yeah, Venom.
Venom came out.
Yep.
We need to go see that.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I want to go see Conclave.
It keeps getting good reviews.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of star power in it. I'm Catholic, so that whole process of Conclave, and there's always been some strife. There's been other movies made about it, poisoning popes and all of that, but I really want to see this one. There's some great actors in there.
Yeah.
Great actors. So.
Yes, need to go see Venom at some point in life.
Hopefully while it's still in the theater.
Yeah. Yeah, we've never hung out and streamed a movie together, so
No.
hopefully while it's in the theater.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm home for a little while.
Cool.
Lots of stuff to work on.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you have a lot of stuff to work on too.
Yep.
But it sounds like you have Wednesday off.
Actually, well, there we go. There we go. I think I have like a 1 p.m. on Wednesday to wrap up some stuff with Green Bay Distillery, and I happen to be right by Bayport. Bayport.
Bayport.
This episode's
your new
done.
pork provider.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to figure that out. Yep.
Bay Park, you meant?
Bay Park, yes.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Well, Wednesday, we don't want to be anywhere near Bay Park in Oneida.
No.
So
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will. Anyway.
That's what I got. Wait, that's what you say? Gosh, dang it.
That's what I
We have to
got.
go watch 148 episodes and figure out how we do
We
this
could
again.
switch it up. I mean, maybe it's time to switch it up.
But is that what? Oh wait, I'm done. I'm done. Maybe I need a day too. What? Who says? What else you got?
What is the cadence
Yeah,
that we have?
I
right?
don't know.
Okay.
I thought, what else you got? That's what I got. Should we hit
That's
him with
what
it? But I don't
yeah.
know who says what.
That's what I got.
Okay. What? Let's.
What else you got?
Just nothing.
Okay. So then let's
That's what I got.
hit him with it.
No. Should we hit him with it?
Let's hit him with it.
Go
Go
Blizz. Don't forget to like, follow,
Subscribe,
share.
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.